on Fox less than 24 hours after lawmakers in the House voted to halt a program that would resettle Syrian refugees here in the States. South Carolina Congressman Jeff Duncan is speaking to Fox Carolina. Today, Congressman Duncan sat down with us at his Lawrence County office, and he talked about the refugees, about ISIS, and about how he's working with other lawmakers to help keep America safe.
Fox Carolina's Ashley Daly is live from the newsroom with more on her talk with Duncan.
Well, Cody and Diana, this is a complex issue to say the least, and even Congressman Duncan today saying there's no single solution, but he says that he and other lawmakers are committed to keeping Americans safe as their first priority. South Carolina Congressman Jeff Duncan says his concerns with the Syrian refugee program spiked long before the Paris attacks, when this October he sat down with the Homeland Security Committee and FBI Director Jeff Comey.
He told us then, this was over a month ago, on October 21st, I think, that the records don't exist to properly vet Syrians. They've either been destroyed, stolen, or never existed in the first place.
A flaw in the vetting process Congressman Duncan says is cause for alarm.
There's a lot of concern with Americans about who these people are, what their intentions are. ISIS says they're going to infiltrate that program.
A refugee resettlement program by the White House which would allow 10,000 Syrian refugees into the U.S. over the next year. The State Department says more than half would be children. Secretary of State John Kerry argues that each would go through a thorough vetting process lasting up to 2 years.
We've had 785,000 refugees come into this country in the last, since 2009, I think. And of that, only 12 people were either arrested or deported at some point in time, and none of them attacked anybody in this country.
But on Thursday, Congressman Duncan was one of 289 House lawmakers who passed a bill that could pause the program.
We've said we're going to pause that program until the directors of all of the security apparatuses can sign off and certify that these refugees individually now have been vetted.
He says House lawmakers are sending the message that the safety of Americans should be put first.
We ought to be compassionate about the persecuted Christians, but at the same time, we ought to be compassionate about our friends and neighbors, the people in our cities and states that we are elected to represent.
Now, the vote to halt the Syrian refugee program did pass in the House, but right now it's unclear if the Senate will choose to take up the issue once they return from Thanksgiving break. But Cody and Diana, with this House majority, it means the president will no longer have the power to veto it. In the